Melody and I think you should be trying to sell less on eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, whatever platform you're using every month. Hey everybody, this is Scott. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about our business model. If you've watched very many YouTubers or follow people on Instagram, there is a lot of conversation about how to make your job more efficient. There are people that can list 50 items a day, which just blows me away that they're even able to do that. And they have their processes down to the point to where they can, including sourcing an item and photographing an item and listing an item, they've got it like well under 10 minutes for the entire process. And it's genuinely impressive. But what I want to talk to you about is an alternative method and why we've gone that route. There is more than one way to do this job. If you want that route, man, absolutely go for it. It's 100% viable, and you can make a lot of money doing that. If you're going to run a business, though, the first thing that I would tell you to do, the first thing you need to do is you need to decide, what do you want out of your business? What is it that you're wanting that business to provide? Do you want strictly financial security? Are you looking to make bank right now? You're at the earning phase of your life and you want money to do everything. Is your time more important to you? One of the things that get lost in some of the business plans is that you're not accounting for your own time. What do you want to do with your time? How do you want to spend your time? How do you want your business to run, and what do you want it to look like? So Melody and I, we've had this conversation. When we knew that I was approaching retirement age at the school, there had to be something worth leaving for. I worked at a great place, great district, great kids. And so it wasn't just an easy choice to not stay where I was at. We did have other factors that went into us shifting gears. Our parents are getting older and we want to spend time with them. We want to spend time together. Also, outside of my time, we wanted to, of course, we want to be financially secure. There isn't anybody that doesn't want security, but we wanted enough to give back too. So our business model had to approach those things. And one of the things that was a common thread with Melody and I both when we talked about this is we want time. Financial security, we have some because I have a retirement. It wouldn't meet all of the needs, and it certainly doesn't meet the desire on our part to help other people. But I mean, I do have it, and you can't discount that. But time was the thing that we kept coming back to. The things that we like to do play a big role in how we developed our business. Melody and I both really like the discovery process. We like going out and hitting garage sales and estate sales and thrift stores all over the country and seeing what we can find. And we both really like the research process. Some people, they know one item exceptionally well and they know it better than anybody and they kill it in that area. And we certainly have things that we think that we know pretty well, that we spent a lot of time studying and that we're really competitive at. But because we both like the research part of it, we have never had a problem getting outside of our comfort zone. So knowing that, we built our business around those things. We prioritized, what do we want to do? I didn't want to quit a job that was wonderful, that you certainly felt like you were helping people, to come home and just kill myself trying to list an item in 5 minutes all day long and then get to the end of the day and you can make a lot of money. But that wasn't my primary goal. Our primary goal was always time together, time as a family, time with our parents, time to travel. So I'm going to share with you kind of where we started. We're going to back up to late 2017. I'm going to show you our numbers. We already had an eBay business, but it wasn't our primary focus. When I was at the school, I promise you that school was my focus every waking minute. And prior to that, it was mostly Melody running the eBay business with me helping source when I could go. So I'm going to start then, and I'm going to share with you our sales and how many listings we had and those things. And so let's go do that now. So this one goes back to the end of 2017. And if you'll look, we had about 650 active items and 444 sold. And during that 60-day period, we did $5,432. The important number for us was the average sale price, which at that time was $12.23. And most of these screenshots that follow will be pretty much the same format. I don't pay too close attention to the to the number of active items I have. We're looking at making some money and continually increasing that average sale price so that we don't have to sell as many items every day. And I will move through these fairly quickly, but you'll see that when I got home, one of the first things that happens is, yes, we did list more, but more importantly, our average sale price went up almost immediately. And you'll see here that's $20.89. And again, we keep going, and you will see that over time, our active listings don't just climb through the roof, and our solds won't either. They'll jump up some when eBay went from 60 days to 90 days. But right away, we're at 24.48, and then 27.61. And 33.60. I was super excited when we hit that 33.60 sale price. Shortly after that, we're at 34.18 and 35.92. And again, our active numbers were slowly increasing, but our solds are not jumping through the roof. This one I was super excited about because our active listings actually went down, but our average sale price and the amount of money we made jumped considerably, and we were up at almost $55 at that point. And again, just a slight jump here. I wanted to show the 90-day total here. Our active listings are up a little bit. Our solds are up just a little bit, but our average sale price held pretty steady. And again, 90 days, sales are up just a little bit. And keep in mind, I don't want those to climb through the ceiling. I want them to stay stable, but I want to make more. It doesn't always go up. You don't just always make more. But this was an exciting period for us. We sold a whole lot less. Now think about that. When you look at the previous month, we sold 557, and this month we sold 374. What a difference in the amount of work that is. Almost 200 listings less over a 90-day period with a $65 average sale price. Pretty interesting, right? We started with an average sales price of just over $12. And when I first retired, we were killing it. I mean, we were listing as much as we can. And at that point, we weren't quite defined yet. We knew we weren't going to be the kind of people that would each list for 8 hours a day and then buy in bulk, because it eliminated all the stuff that we thought was fun. We like going out and finding stuff. And one of the things as far as listing speed goes that other people discount or laugh at is they hate editing photos. We both like it. We like coming up with a fantastic looking ad, to the point that I get it that that's going to slow us down, but I don't want to take out one of the parts of the job that I don't know, for frustrated photographers or what, but we didn't want to eliminate it. We really like making nice, clean photos that attract people. And so I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to have that not be a part of what we do. We want to be able to source. The time that we spend together, I don't want to give that up and buy this enormous stuff in bulk, and that part of the fun is gone. If all of a sudden all I'm doing is listing and cashing checks, I mean, you eliminate all the stuff that we said was a priority. So it's not what we do. We still edit our photographs, and but you can see we started at just over $12 an item. I've mentioned in previous episodes that one of the things that we do is we keep back stock. And let me tell you why that's really important for this business model. If I have 200 or 300 items waiting to be listed, and I've collected those over the last, say, 6 months, for the most part, all of them have already been paid for, because we'll typically list the best stuff right off the top. And in this journey that we've had, my cost of goods hasn't hardly increased at all. What has gotten better is that when you have a back stock, if I go out today and most of my back stock is worth, say, $30 or $35, I don't pick up any $30 or $35 stuff. I've got a ton of it. Now I'm just focusing on items that are above that. And when that's your focus and you work hard at that, you get better at that. Just like somebody else can lower their time to list, I can raise the value of the items that I find. It's not a straight line because it's still going to be based on what you can find. I have heard when I'll post kind of where we're at and what we're doing, and some people, gosh, I wish I was where you were at. Let me tell you about where I'm at. We live in a town with a population of under 200. And rural is not quite the right way to explain it. So let me tell you how small this town is. When I was superintendent, one day we had a heifer get loose in front of the high school, a cow for some of you that live on pavement. This town is small enough that when the kids started getting to school and I'm dealing with a cow out there, all of the kids recognized the heifer. They knew which kid it belonged to, and I'm not even kidding. It had followed one of my boys. He had a first period physics class, and he was sitting in his physics class and didn't realize his cow had followed him. So I'm not in this mecca of thrift stores. I'm not somewhere where there's just mountains of stuff to be had. We have to drive and we have to go look for it. And still, you saw that we've raised our average sale price to over $60, which means that now when I go out and source, I'm not looking even for $30 stuff. I leave that for someone else, or I'll buy a lot of stuff and then I give away everything that's below the sale price that I'm trying to get. And that's what a backstock does for me. It allows me to give away a ton, but I'm constantly trying to raise that average sale price because that makes my business model work. Ultimately, for Melody and I, we want to be able to list 4, 5, maybe 10 items a day. We don't want to list more than that. But I still would like to make $500, $600, $700 a day. And I don't know that there's any reason that that can't happen. It takes a long time to change your entire backstock of inventory to where all of your stuff is that valuable. But so far, my business model is working. And so I just wanted, the whole point of this video was to present you with something different than killing yourself every day trying to list more and make more that way, which 100% works. 100% works. And if you want to build your business to the point that you've got 2 or 3 or 4 other people running it, and you just manage them and make sure that they're accomplishing what you need to accomplish, go for it. Go for it. I've been the boss, and I liked being the boss better than I did not being the boss. But I don't want to manage other people anymore. And even though Melody and I work together, I promise you that I don't manage her. We work together. And so my point for you is there are other methods other than just killing yourself. We are going to continually to try and raise our average sale price. And I've heard all the way along that you can't scale up doing that. I don't know. I haven't hit the wall yet. I haven't got to a point to where we're not gradually increasing our average sale price. I suppose at some point that's all you're going to make. But we're not there yet. And we have reached a point where we're making what we need, and we've had a lot. I gave away more in 2020 than I've ever been able to give away in my life. And so there are other business models. Sit down and decide what you want. What kind of energy do you have? Where do you want to spend your energy? And then you build your business based around that. So hopefully you'll see that there's a lot of different viable methods, and not one of them is any better than the other. The best business is the one that helps you accomplish your goals, not the business that helps you accomplish my goals, the ones that help you accomplish yours. So hopefully you find that encouraging, hopefully enjoyable, and that's it for me on this one. And I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you on the next one.